Starting out, it was very difficult. I mean, the first few meetings were very intense.
I spent $5,000 out of my own pocket to help the Ferguson community.
I mean, there were so many raw emotions that had come out of all that had happened over the course of the past months.
Emotions largely tied to a healthy dose of skepticism about what the group charged with fixing Ferguson could actually get accomplished. So, what's been accomplished? Well, it's been 18 months since the commission formed and 9 months since it issued a laundry list of recommendations, but there's still a lot not happening. As a follow-up to the unrest in Ferguson, Missouri after Michael Brown's fatal shooting in 2014, Governor Nixon created the Ferguson Commission, a volunteer group of activists, educators, police officers, and other St. Louis citizens.
To look at the underlying multifactored reasons for the unrest. Not just to look at police, but to look at economic opportunity, to look at education, to look at a variety of different areas.
I commit to you today that these tireless efforts will not be in vain.
You know, people would say, you know, this Ferguson Commission is just sort of a political cover and nothing's going to happen. I'm skeptical about it.
He and the other 15 members of the commission produced a 189-page report with more than 45 recommendations ranging from police reform to education. Critics said it wouldn't be much more than a paperweight for the Ferguson community.
I always put it back on anyone who says that to me, what are you going to do now? You know, 16 people on the commission are not going to be able to implement, 189 recommendations on their own.
After the report was released, the commission created Forward Through Ferguson, a separate organization to help monitor the progress of all these recommendations and establish partnerships in the community to get them implemented. But 9 months later, these recommendations remain a distant wish for the Ferguson Commission and the community. Isom says Forward Through Ferguson is still working to find its way, and he hopes it can select permanent board members to run the organization.
Well, what I haven't seen is that sit down at the table together. And I think that needs to happen. Not just say we're going to do it, but let's put it in writing that this is what we're going to do and have a way of measuring it, looking at progress over time.
Forward Through Ferguson has developed a partnership with Focus St. Louis, but neither group has picked a recommendation from the report to focus on.
It is a challenging, daunting task. I'm not saying it's not, but I mean, you have to be sort of optimistic that you can make some progress.
For Newsy, I'm Jamal Andrews.